Hey guys, Andy here, and today we have a long-awaited update to my pile of shame project that I'm doing. I have a bunch of palettes that I did use, and I want to give you some updates on, and I need to show you all of these palettes that I've inventoried that I need to be able to set out to use. So if you want to hear my update and my thoughts on the palettes that I have tried, then stay tuned. Everything I'm wearing will be in the description box. And if you like makeup, unboxings, project painting, and a little bit of horror, please consider subscribing because I would love to have you here. And let's go ahead and get into this very long-awaited update. Alrighty, so I'm so sorry that this is very, very late. I don't even know where the page is for it. There it is. But we have some palettes that were used. 3 to be exact. That I need to update you on. Unless I didn't update you. I can't remember if I updated you on the Glam Light Hershey palette in the last video. But if I didn't, that palette was phenomenal. That was rolled into my Nightmare on Panning Street project. That's already been put back in my bin, so I'm not going to grab that for you. But I used all of the shades in that palette, and it was phenomenal. Loved it. Otherwise, I have these 3 palettes here, and we are just going to go right off the top. So, let me find where they are in Milani Gilded Flora. So that is this one here, if you don't know what it looks like. This is the color story, and the shades that I used were Fresh as a Daisy, of course, Bouquet, Busy Bee, What's Up Buttercup, My Pretty Peony, and Orchid. And I really like the pigment, but it's a little powdery, but it's buildable. I really liked how the look turned out, and the shimmers in this palette are stunning. I would really like to try this palette again with a white base because this is a very light palette. But overall, I did really enjoy this, and I think come spring, I will be very happy to reach for this. So, because I've heard very mixed reviews. Like, I've heard a couple people say that they like this palette, but overall, a lot of people were very disappointed. But I really enjoyed this, so I think I'm in the minority on that. Then we have the Make Revolution and Fortnite Supply Llama palette. This is the color story. Beautiful. The shades I used were Royale, Drop-In, Chug Splash, Gear Up, Battle Bus, and The Storm. The mattes are pigmented. The mattes are, oh my god, pigmented. And they blend beautifully. The satins in here, which I believe there's only one true shimmer. The rest are satins, and they have no shine. They're more just texture. So they perform more like mattes. So the one actual shimmer that you get, this is so dark that it's upsetting. Like, I love that the satins are more texture because I think we need that in more palettes that are giving you that satin formula. I think your satins should have texture. But if you're going to give us one very impactful shimmer, why did you make it one of the darkest shades in the palette? That's my one gripe. But this is beautiful. Will be using it again. Love the color story. Where is Not Ethereal? Well, I wrote this in the wrong one, so let me do a little arrow. the Profusion Harvest palette. This is what this looks like. I used the shades Secret Garden, Vegetation, Willow, and Nocturnal, and Harvest Moon. Where are you? This one. This is my favorite shade in the entire palette. This is absolutely gorgeous. The mattes are so pigmented. Like, this is one of my favorite palettes from Profusion. Like, they did this collection so well. I am so excited to try the Ethereal palette, which came out with this one. The shimmers are almost like a Super Shock formula. They're very, very creamy, and they're very intense. I loved this. Very happy. Told you about the Glamlight Hershey's palette. No notes. Absolutely stunning. Bloodlust. So, currently, and I don't have any notes written down, but I can give you notes. I have used every shade but 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've used almost every shade because this is in my Throwback 30 Project Pan and no pan left behind this palette. This is what's on my eyes today. So I will give you my opinions on this now so that I don't need to do that next time. The shades that I have left to use are Sworn Enemy, Executioner, Bleeding Heart, Monarchy, and Royal Pain. Excuse me, I have 5 left. But I've used every other shade in the palette. Love it. No notes. The mattes are pigmented. They're not as powdery as a lot of Jeffree's other mattes. This shade is very hard pressed. Like, you really have to, like, get in there. But it does have a lot of pigment. And I really like it. The, like, more wet shades... beautiful formula, love it, no notes. I'm not excited about having to use this red because I don't feel like it goes with the palette. I don't like the red in this. So I'm not excited that I have to use that in my next look, but otherwise, every look that I've done with this palette, and like this one included, I love this packaging. So... no notes. I mean, there are notes. But so far, I am absolutely in love. So those are all the palettes that I've used. We have palettes to bring in. You guys have seen me haul all of these. And they have been inventoried. So, and I also found... a couple more palettes just going through in my collection that have never been touched and need to be used. So, we have the Lottie London Quad. This is the Mauves. Just got this, brand new, needs to be used. We have the Lovecraft Beauty Eyeshadow Trio. And this is in Muted Techno. Got this from Ipsy. Needs to be used. Never used it. My Okalon Ethereal Nude. Just got this from Amy. Haven't touched it yet. Needs to be used. Berries and Cream Dreams from Violet Voss. Got this in my very last BoxyCharm. Love it. Needs to use it. This is the Natasha Denona Fez palette. Haven't used that yet. This is the Natasha Denona Jubilee palette. I've used the yellow, and, like, that's it. I've never made a real look using this palette, so this was in my collection. I was like, I need to use that. And we have 4 bigger palettes over here. I just got this from Amy. This is the Lorella Fam Birthday palette from Lorella. Look at it. Look at the pinks. I've been needing a pink palette, and look at it. I'm so excited. And this is packed with tons of glitter. I'm so excited to use it. This is a Cara Beauty. This is one of their Pro palettes, and this is Time Traveler. Yeah, this is the Pro 14. I've used like 3 shades out of this palette, and for it being a big palette like this, I don't feel like that's actually getting use out of it. So I want to create like 2 or 3 looks and really dig into this. I just got this from ColourPop. I got the Aurora Struck palette. I need to do a couple looks with that. This has been in my collection for a year, and I've never touched it. It's the Natasha Denona Sunset? Yes, the Sunset palette. Never touched it. You know how badly I want to rip this stupid thing out? Can I rip it out? Let me know. Can I rip it out? Will that be bad? Will that mess up my palette? I don't want to like ruin the palette if I rip that out, but I hate the stupid cover. But I've never used this, and I need to, because I got it on sale, and I was like, I'm gonna be fancy and get some Natasha Denona, but then never use it for some reason. Because what's up with that? So I have just an ever-growing pile over here of palettes that need to be used. It is a bit intense, but we love her. That's probably going to bring me into the new year, but I'm so excited for the new year that we're going to be bringing in. So that is my update for my pile of shame. I probably won't update this in December. I'll probably just restart and show you guys if I've used any of those palettes between now and January 1st, and then just show you the new pile in January, because I'm trading notebooks. Because these are 2023 projects, and I have a new notebook for 2024 projects, so that's probably what I'll do. So I probably won't update in December. I'll probably just wait and update the first week of January. But yeah, let me know any comments, questions, concerns. Any of those palettes, do you want to see a look on? Do you want to get ready with me, a tutorial? Do you want anything? Leave it in the comments. I will gladly oblige. I have nothing but time. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.